On the morning of Tuesday, June 16, 2026, a powerful magnitude 6.7 earthquake struck the island of Sulawesi in central Indonesia, sending shockwaves through the region and triggering immediate emergency responses across the city of Palu.
The quake hit at 3:27 in the morning UTC, with its epicenter located approximately 43 kilometers east-southeast of Palu, the provincial capital of central Sulawesi, at a shallow depth of just 10 kilometers below the surface.
Situasi Jembatan 3 retak.
That shallow depth is particularly significant. The closer a quake originates to the Earth's surface, the more violent and destructive the shaking tends to be for communities above. In Palu, a city of roughly 400,000 people, the ground shook violently for more than a full minute. Residents described the experience as terrifying. One local resident told reporters that the shaking was extremely strong, unlike anything they had felt in years.
Robe bagian sebelah sini. Hah? Sebagian luar sebelah sini langsung robek. Iya, itu yang sana kan. Hanggang di dalam.
Masih lama pa di gempa ini memang hancur di dalam rumah kita orang kayak.
People immediately fled their homes and apartments, rushing into open streets, parks, and any open space away from buildings. The instinct was clear: get away from structures that could collapse.
Gempa di kala to itu tadi nate pecah.
Several hospitals across the city took emergency precautions and began evacuating patients outdoors, including critically ill individuals still connected to IV drips and medical equipment. Staff moved quickly to ensure patient safety, bringing people outside where they would be protected from potential structural collapse. In at least one hotel, guests and staff evacuated without serious injuries, with the building reporting only minor damage. Images emerging from affected areas showed the extent of the destruction. Structures with partially collapsed roofs were visible, walls had been shattered, and debris was scattered across streets throughout the city.
Kondisi laut pantai.
The damage, while described as scattered rather than widespread, was significant enough to raise serious concerns among local authorities and emergency response teams who were immediately mobilized. Emergency aftershocks followed the main quake within a short period. The strongest of these measured 5.2 magnitude, with additional aftershocks recorded at 5.0 and 4.9. Indonesia's Meteorological and Geophysical Agency confirmed there was no danger of a tsunami, a relief for residents who have lived through one of the most traumatic natural disasters in recent Indonesian history.
Oh iya, aduh. Iya Kak, makasih. Oh Tuhan. Oh Tuhan.
A Authorities, however, urged the public to remain cautious, warning that aftershocks could continue for hours and that people should stay away from damaged structures. The memory of 2018 looms heavy over Palu. 8 years ago, the city was devastated by a magnitude 7.5 earthquake that triggered a 3-meter tsunami and caused widespread liquefaction, a phenomenon in which saturated soil behaves like a liquid, swallowing entire neighborhoods. That disaster killed thousands and left the city in ruins for years. For many residents, every strong tremor is a reminder of that catastrophe, and the instinct to evacuate coastal areas runs deep. Even without an official tsunami warning on Tuesday, thousands of people moved away from the shoreline as a precaution. The National Disaster Management Agency confirmed it was actively gathering information on the full scope of damage, potential casualties, and the number of displaced residents. As of the hours following the quake, no confirmed fatalities had been officially announced, though assessments were still ongoing.
Dengan keadaan seperti ini, guys, ini kecamatan Nukilalaki. Rumah ini.
Emergency teams remained on high alert, with officials warning the public to heed guidance from authorities and to avoid returning to structures that had been damaged until inspections could be completed. Indonesia's vulnerability to seismic activity is rooted in its geography. The archipelago sits squarely on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a massive arc of tectonic fault lines and volcanic systems that encircles much of the Pacific Ocean. The country is crossed by numerous active seismic faults, and earthquakes are a near-constant reality for millions of Indonesians. Sulawesi in particular lies at the intersection of several tectonic plates, making it one of the most geologically active regions in the country. The full picture of the June 16th earthquake is still developing. Assessment teams are working their way through affected areas, checking buildings, roads, and infrastructure. Residents are being asked to stay away from the coast and from compromised structures.
Tuhan Yesus tolong. Tuhan Yesus tolong Tuhan Yesus tolong
Gempa